respected position in the state, in the government. But what has happened over the 10 days is bizarre. We started holding our press conferences on the 22nd of January. The first press conference we held on the 22nd of January. We raised questions on the High Court. We started seeking answers from the government well in time, because it is often said that the opposition is not asking questions. So how is the government supposed to respond? Although that should not be the norm, their response has to come back to the people. But the opposition has been sitting here. We are not even in the opposition in the House right now. Yet, true to our character, being the voice of the people of this country, being the voice of the people of Nagaland, we have day in, day out sat here and raised questions on the BJP's and the NDPP's gross misconduct and defiance of their promises to the people. Yet here we are. What happened this morning when the Prime Minister visited the state of Nagaland? Another host of allegations, another slew of allegations, accusations happened. Did you get any response? No. The people of Nagaland did not get any response on the issues, on the promises that were made 5 years ago. There were 13 seats that the BJP occupied in the Vidhan Sabha, in the Legislative Assembly of Nagaland, along with the NDPP acquiring most of the other seats. Yet, there were two major allegations made by our Prime Minister in Nagaland today. Mr. Modi made two categorical allegations, and those allegations were, number one, that the BJP, that the Congress party is remote controlling, has remote control all over the years, the state of Nagaland from Delhi. Number one. That is the allegation number one, that we, the Congress party, remote controlled state of Nagaland when we were in power. And number two is that Congress party has used northeastern states as ATM machine. And I'd like to bust both the allegations, because we do not run away from a conversation, from a dialogue. And we have always believed that the dialogue is the way. And that is what would lead to a solution for Nagaland. But Mr. Modi, true to his character and his nature, Man Ki Baat, one-sided Man Ki Baat he does. And so he did this morning when he made these two allegations. Now the first allegation he has made is the remote control allegation, but I am coming to the ATM allegation first. He said that the Congress party has actually taken northeastern states as an ATM and used northeastern states as an ATM. I do not know how. Very ambiguous statements our Prime Minister makes, which is very unbecoming, which is very unlikely of a Prime Minister of the largest democracy of the world. Now we have told you, press conference after press conference, starting the 22nd of January, as I said, we started unleashing, we started uncovering the lies told by the BJP and the NDPP all this while. And we told how the High Court scam happened. We have told you how the BJP acted as the ATM for the NDPP and the NDPP, CM Rio, NDPP government led by CM Rio, how they have used BJP as an ATM. So BJP became the ATM for the NDPP. And now Mr. Rio, the CM, as I've told many a times earlier, he's held hostage. He's blackmailed. Blackmailing is the second step of the BJP. First, they allure people. They attract people with lucrative deals. This is how the businesses are run, not a country. And then they blackmail. So we have seen how a sitting CM was questioned by the ED, by the Enforcement Directorate, for hours at end because of the High Court scam earlier last year in 2022, right before 2023, the election year was about to come. And the same had happened before 2018 also, my friends. That was the year 2017 CBI charge sheeted the High Court scam, and 2018 CM Rio was put in the in the spot by the BJP, and they formed the government together. Now, while we have been raising relentless questions about the High Court scam, about the medical colleges scam, about the entire cash money which was received by the NDPP NDPP majority government from the center, while that money was misappropriated, We've also told how the NDPP became the gateway, how the Assam Himanta Biswa Sarma led the BJP, the Operation Lotus to Nagaland, and how Mr. Nephew Rio actually became the gateway of that Operation Lotus to Nagaland. Your very own Lok Sabha member, Mr. Yepthami, has raised those concerns in Lok Sabha. We have talked with evidence. Whenever we have talked with evidence. Yet the BJP says that we are only making plain allegations. Mr. Nalin Kohli held a press conference. Today, Prime Minister has come without uttering a single word of his own accountability. He's only further raised questions on the Congress as if it is the Congress sitting in the power at the state of Nagaland, while we are totally out of that power for about 20 years now. 20 years, and NDPP has been here, NPF has been here. Yet, what is now happening is answerability of the Congress, and which is not going to happen. The answerability lies with the BJP. So, this is how the BJP has been used as the ATM by the NDPP government at the BJP's own sweet will. BJP allured them, and now the BJP is going the Meghalaya way even at Nagaland. What has happened at Meghalaya, everybody knows. How the NPP has been finally ousted. And today, NPP is the very party raising questions on the BJP. Till yesterday, they were joining hands with the BJP. They have led astray Meghalaya, and today they are questioning the very party they were allies with. The same is going to happen with Nagaland. Nagaland's fate has already been predetermined by the BJP. That is to be noted here. Now I come to the remote control allegation. Mr. Modi said that Congress has used northeastern states as an ATM, and then he said that Congress actually remote controlled from the center. Let me remind you that my leaders have already spoken about over the days, over the weeks, and we have raised this question via this platform again and again through you, that it was us, it was Rajiv Gandhi who first struck the dialogue with the undergrounds, with the rebel groups. But remote control, Mr. Modi is very aptly talking about, because it is their tool. It is the BJP's tool to switch democracy to autocracy. The BJP is determined. They have taken up the task of switching the mode of democracy to the mode of autocracy in this country. And they're on a party eradication spree. They say we want Congress Mukt Bharat. They've already had NPP Mukt Meghalaya, and the next is NDPP Mukt Nagaland. It is only fated and bound to happen if it goes like this. But it was the Congress who first ceded to the demand of the rebel groups who wanted to have a dialogue at the highest level. It was the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi who had clearly stated our intention. And later, that was furthered by Mr. P. Narasimha Rao. And when we have held the press conferences, we have in detail discussed that. So I'm not going to the details of those agreements, those accords once again. There is one accord that was signed in 2015 also. 2014, the Congress government was ousted by the BJP in the center. They proudly say double engine ki sarkar, triple engine ki sarkar. They came to the center at a time when Dr. Manmohan Singh's government was on the brink of reaching a solution with the Naga rebel groups. We were on the brink of resolving the issue when the BJP came to power. And what has happened thereafter is only intensification of the ambiguity, and that ambiguity envelops all the critical issues at the state of Nagaland today. We are not having any roads, we don't have sufficient power, no sufficient water, no sufficient jobs. Women are suffering. Why? Only because the Naga political issue dangles over the Nagaland government, and it is dangled happily by the BJP to blackmail the Nagaland government, the NDPP government. Now, you've seen that we have categorically raised concerns and questions on the BJP's intent of the Christians of Nagaland. We have asked categorically what is their view on the 17 tribes with respect to the Uniform Civil Code. The BJP demanded a debate. that we said that we are open for the debate. They wanted a debate on the issues. They wanted a debate on the report card, and we do not do Man Ki Baat, we do Jan Ki Baat. We were open for that debate. However, we asked the BJP that you please clarify your stance on the UCC. You clarify your stance on the delisting of tribes. You clarify your stance. You give clear answers to the public before you endorse your 41-page manifesto. You clarify your stance, and then we can have a debate. But no answers have come. Only further allegations have come. And we are only reiterating what we've been asking of the BJP. What is now being asked even by the NPP in Meghalaya. You see, as I already said, Meghalaya was their ally. And today, Meghalaya NPP was the ally of the BJP. And today it is the very NPP, the same NPP, that is raising questions on BJP's intent or about the UCC. And it is for the people of Nagaland to see today that that's going to happen in Nagaland. If we do not question the BJP now and fix the accountability now, that's what's going to happen eventually, that they're going to they're going to kill the existence of the regional parties, and eventually the questions are going to be raised by the same party that is in coalition with the BJP today, and tomorrow the blame game will begin even in the state of Nagaland. And that's not what we want, surely. Hence, we must start seeing clearly. I talked about the rebel groups. I talked about the BJP's attitude towards its rebels in the very beginning. And I told you that I'll come to that part of the story. Now, let me say that I just heard before I was going to start the press conference, I heard that yesterday, one of the BJP candidates, Mr. Vikhato, has been compelled to retire. Mr. NPF. One of the NPF candidates, Mr. Vikhato, has been compelled to go for retirement. Allies of the BJP again, because they cannot have it any other way. Because what happened in Gujarat and Himachal earlier, you would remember, Himachal Pradesh, the elections were there last year, and what had happened there? There were candidates who wanted to contest independently because the BJP did not give them ticket, and we heard there was a viral clip where Mr. Modi was calling that candidate and was threatening that if he contests the election, it won't be good. Gujarat also, you've seen, number of candidates were dropped because they did not fall in line with the blackmailing, with the, undemocratic ways of the BJP. Now, yesterday, another statement that we must go to, since we are fast approaching the model code of conduct. I think it is high time that we one by one touch upon all the critical issues. Hence, I'm coming to this statement of Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma made yesterday, one of their star campaigners here. And he talked about the uniqueness of Naga people, uniqueness of Naga history. See, they learn everything from the Congress, and here also this is what has happened. Because a couple of days ago, our leader, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, sat in this very space and talked about the uniqueness of Naga people. And he said that the only way to achieve a solution to the Naga political issue is by reimagining the connection of the rest of India with Naga people in their whole uniqueness. The uniqueness of Naga people and the uniqueness of Naga history is going to lead the way, which is exactly what the BJP is trying to kill. And yesterday you hear Mr. Hemant Biswa Sharma making this statement about the uniqueness of Naga people, uniqueness of Naga history. However, if they had to walk the talk, they had 5 years here. And nothing has been done in the 5 years. So instead of answering, they are going on boasting, they are going on alleging, accusing the Congress. And that's their way. In fact, they talked about the recognition of Naga people with the rest of the country. I've been here for about 25 days now. I've been dealing with Naga people, and I think I have some of the best friendships for the rest of my life. And I'm very sure that rest of my friends from the Congress and elsewhere also will believe the same way. I've often heard Naga youth, when I struck a dialogue around people, I've often heard people talk about the capabilities. And my heart swells when I hear my friends from Nagaland say that Naga people are not less than anybody. Naga people, Naga youth may sound like, or maybe looking like that they are not in line, but they are capable, they are qualified, they are equally opportune. They are equally capable of taking up the opportunities. However, the youth of Nagaland have been led astray when the employment opportunities have been not given to them by the BJP and DPP government.